Hi, my name is Sahara and welcome to my video series. In this particular video, I'm encouraging all people to check it out, but especially men, but women too. So this is an invitation to the ones that are the warriors of our community and of the world, the ones that are master communicators, the ones that are out front and center, the stars, the ones that are incredible researchers, the ones that care about sacred balance, righteousness, equality, fairness, and also, of course, the indigenous people, the shamans, and the Scorpio archetypes. You're all invited. Welcome. This is an emergency broadcast that I'd like to share with you today. I'm greatly concerned about what's going on our planet. So whether you're one of those people that are terrified of getting the virus, or maybe you're terrified of getting the jab, this message is for you. So we're being attacked with our freedom, our sovereignty, all across the world, in every country, every nation. So this is a call out for men to have compassionate action, to protect your mothers, your sisters, your wife, your girlfriend, your friends, your family, and the children and the elderly. This message is for you. So what I'd like to suggest is you start off with emails. You start to invite the people that you feel are going to come and support this, maybe even everyone on your email list if you're comfortable with that, and phone if you could phone people to come out and to begin to protest the concerns you may have in your community. And you could also reach out through social media as a third option. And when you get together for these protests, whether it's marching or sharing your concerns in a public manner, you could have a clipboard and write down everybody's phone numbers and emails, because you're inviting everyone on your email list to also invite everyone on their email list, or if you're phoning, etc. So then you're going to gather a large number of contacts, and then you could start organizing them into groups. So this is the next part that I'd like to share with you about organizing groups. Take, for example, the educational system. Maybe you don't like how your children are being taught. For example, the sex education or the health care aspects of that. And so you might want to go to your school board and challenge them. But not just you alone, with your group. Whatever that group is, it could be 10, 20, 50, 100 people, whatever you can muster up. That's so important because there is power in numbers. So perhaps you're concerned with the healthcare system. Maybe they're enforcing disposable masks or the test or the jab, and you don't agree with this. There's something that's not quite working out for you in the logic with this whole thing. So I encourage you with your organization, with your group, to challenge the healthcare minister in your area, to write lots of letters and emails and bombard them. And if that's not good enough, show up at their office and talk to your doctor and let them know that you're not happy with this either. So regarding the topic of security, you may be concerned about your body, your home, your car, your lifestyle in the town or the city that you're living in. Or perhaps the RCMP is in control of your area, so you may want to go to your parliament and talk to them. It's very important to know your rights, to know your constitutional rights, your Bill of Rights, your Charter of Rights, and to really, really work that into the protection of your security and your family and your friends. So another example is places of worship. So some people go to church and that's important to them. That's your fundamental right as a citizen of the world, to be able to go to your church or your various places of worship. It's in our Constitution. It's a fundamental aspect of living. And they have no jurisdiction to not allow people to gather to honor their connection to the divine. And finally, what's really key is to stand up to the system itself. Stand up to your governments, whatever country you live in, with your organized groups. And talk to your politicians and ask them, what are they doing? Just collecting a paycheck? Because they actually work for you, the people. So you need to make them accountable, but not just you as an individual, you as a group. because united we stand, and there's a power in numbers. So stand up to your governments today and do something about this. Turn everything around. Take your power back. To my brothers out there, I'm calling you to take your power back, please, on behalf of humanity, on behalf of the women in the world, the children, the elderly. I ask you to take your power back. One of the things you could do is stop watching television and instead start studying the Constitution. What are your constitutional rights? What's the Bill of Rights? What's the Charter of Rights? When you know your rights, you're able to take it to the next step and know that there are bylaws that you could overcome. I encourage your groups and your communities that you come together for this call of action to unite with lawyers that know their rights, understand what's going on, and you could file lawsuits, you could take class action suits. It's so key, it's so important to connect with lawyers right now. It's important to unite for freedom, justice, sovereignty, and liberty. To do this with a caring heart, but not violence. Violence is not important. Violence can make things far worse. But to do it with strength, with courage, with passion, and to work together with your brothers, with camaraderie. So together, let's have our patriots, our warriors unite today. So warriors, this is a compassionate call of action for you, and I'm specifically speaking to the man out there, the man who can do action-oriented steps to educate, to protest, to gather in groups. This is super key. And I'd like to share a special message for the elders, the golden age men out there, the fathers, the grandfathers, that you have some testosterone in you. You have a bit of fight left in you, but at the same time you need to honor your body. So you are the wisdom keepers, the digital warriors. You could share your mentoring, your thoughts on the internet, through email, through the telephone. You can gather in your living room. You could connect on social media. You could educate your younger brothers. They need your support. They need your guidance. Many of you have survived the Second World War and probably didn't believe that you'd be living through the Third World War. This is the worst ever. So this is a time to make a stand for your families, for your loved ones, for your community. So we ask you to please join in this fight as a network of patriots, of warriors coming together. And ladies, women, I'd like for you to make a stand. Stand up to your brothers and your fathers and your husband or your male friends in your community, and please ask them to stand up for you, to protect you, to guide you, to create a sense of safety, and to know that they're out there trying to do something on your behalf. Because this is serious, and we need our beloved men to protect us. So I'd like for you to go out there and start to really communicate that this is serious and you mean business. And finally, to the warrior-ass women of the world. I know you're wondering why I haven't spoken to you. Well, generally speaking, women are the nurturers and men are the protectors. But I know that some of you have that fight. Perhaps you're young, perhaps you're a little older. It doesn't matter so much at that age. You might have more archetypes in you, or maybe the way you were raised, that you have a real strength about you, a real courage. So I'm asking you as well to talk to your sisters and your brothers to get involved. Maybe you want to protest. Maybe you want to create a community of gathering groups together to be very specific and focused on certain topics. So definitely go for it, warrior women. It's time. Okay, my friends, my brothers and sisters, let us unite, the warriors, the patriots of the world, of our communities. Let's unite and network today. Let's make this happen. I believe in you. I know you could do it. I have faith in you. We're going to win this war. We're going to do it together. And we're going to do it with love. But compassionate action is so important. Thank you so much. Blessings.